New wheels, baby. Work emotions. I had to cancel the Rays, which are a far superior quality, but after some fucking around for various reasons, the new date for getting them was April or May of next year, and I just went, nah, fuck off. So I've ended up with these. Work emotions are pretty. Work emotion. ZR10 with red nut guards, gold hub-centric ring, and my red nitrous oxide dust caps. But yeah, and spacers, which they thought were going to make them illegal, but when they test fitted them, they were just bang on the limit. So the wheels are poking out considerably more than they were on the stock rims. Look at that. That's pretty fucking awesome, innit? Yeah, massive visual improvement. I'm well chuffed. Changing the exhaust back to the OEM for the car's first service. I have to do this every service because Japanese law. Well, that was 1 hour. There's the shitty OEM exhaust back on. The rear end of this exhaust system, the ETS one, isn't that difficult, but the mid pipe where it joins to the original pipe, oh my god, the nut and bolt, they've machined the tolerances so fine, it's an absolute pig. If you're on a ramp, a proper car lift, it wouldn't be a problem, you'd be able to get to it nicely, but even with the car jacked up this high at the rear, where it joins the OEM pipe in the mid, it's actually forward of the mid. You got about 6 inches of clearance, and the arms at the angles. Oh my god! And then the resistance. You can't get a impact gun to it. There's no clearance for it. At least not for the one I've got, which is like kind of a regular ray gun type one. But it's it leaves my arms shaking afterwards because the angle at which I'm have to exert the force. So next time I'll have to do this is through 5,000 kilometers or 6 months, whichever comes sooner. Not looking forward to that. I'm going to have to try and find some kind of electric gun that will fit into the space, I guess. I've seen Smeedy on YouTube. He's got an angled one, but I don't think it's not a power one that can undo tight done bolts. Maybe it's enough power in it to undo a bolt that's already been loosened, but these bolts are so tight. Jesus, I actually thought I'd cross-threaded both of them. I haven't. It's just the way they're designed. It's to stop the thing from vibrating loose. I don't understand why ETS didn't just use the OEM flange system, so I could have just bolted it up with the spring bolts that the OEM comes with. Don't get it. I don't know why they had to go and make a special flange that requires their own collared bolts, because you can't even just put other bolts in, really. They got a collar on them so it fits the ETS side nicely. I don't understand it, don't get it, but I'm sure they must have had some reason for it. Probably paranoia that the thing had come undone while the car's doing 80 miles an hour down the road. Who knows? Anyway, it's done. All I've got to do when I get back is another hour underneath and repeat the procedure. Joy! Thought I'd do a video of the garage in operation. Turn this remote control on before you can use it, and then oh, the tension builds. It's not the fastest shutter in the world, and I don't have a lot of experience of garage shutters, so damn, that's slow. That wouldn't do for the Batcave, would it? Emergency Batman. Yeah, just waiting on the shutter. Eee. Oh look, the car didn't get soaked in the rain last night. So that's the space at the front, which is more than enough. And this is how far I've got at the back. Although there is a lot of cack there, but yeah, you've got about a foot and a half at the back, about a foot and a half at the front, and loads of width for opening the doors. I mean, look at that. Yeah, awesomeness. And now I shall proceed on my way. Well, here's a nice surprise. I ordered this QuickJack thing, 5000 TL, which is more than enough for my car. It's a Subaru WRX. And I watched loads and loads of videos to get an idea of how it's done, and lots of problems people have had with the connectors, putting them on the hoses. Originally they shipped this stuff with TFL tape, Teflon tape, but they were getting lots of them returned as not working because people were wrapping the tape round and not doing it properly, and bits of the tape were getting into the system and blocking valves. So QuickJack then started shipping this unit with a liquid thread sealant, but neglected to mention in the manual that it requires a 24-hour cure time. So people were putting the sealant in, connecting the connectors to the hoses, and then running the system straight away, and hydraulic fluid would then leak out through the threads. So that was a cause of major problems. They've since updated the manual, but I guess they were still having problems with all that. So yeah, they've pre-assembled the connectors on the hoses and on the power unit. As you can see, they're there. I'm assuming that the air cylinders will still need to be pressurized, and I'm assuming they would not have put transmission or hydraulic fluid in the tank. But yeah, nice surprise. Taking out a hell of a lot of work and stress and grief from what I've watched the videos. It's quite an arduous process. The other good thing was that somehow I got this cheaper in Japan than the price on QuickJack's own website in America, and that's including tax and shipping and everything. So I think the company I got it from in Japan has got a deal with Costco, but somehow I've got this cheaper here than, going by current exchange rates, even where the yen's really weak against the dollar, and it still comes out at a cheaper dollar price than you guys in America are paying for it on their own website. I guess maybe it's on sale at other places like Costco in America, but that's another nice surprise. So yeah, I was going to make a video of doing all this, showing Gonzo mechanic screwing it up royally, but that's not going to happen now because they've pre-assembled all the hard bits. So basically pressurize the air cylinders, put fluid in the thing, in the tank, and then give it a test run. At which point I will come back to a second video. Well, WTF moment. The air cylinders had already been pressurized. They were at 45-ish. And then I opened up the reservoir on the unit. It's got the self-breather valve on it, which is nice. So that's not going to be a disaster waiting to happen when I forget to open it. That's the automatic one. But there was fluid up to about here. It wasn't like within the ½ inch range that they say. So I've topped it up, but there's already fluid in it. So I thought, well, it looks like it's already been bled. So to confirm it, I've run it up and down, and it's smooth as silk. So the whole thing came just ready to go. See them going down nice and evenly. Yeah. Hasn't raised them more than about 8 inches with no car on it. Let's stand on them. And yeah, that one went no quicker because it had more of my weight on it. Well, that didn't make for a very interesting video, did it? Unpack it. What did I actually have to do? Apart from just checking things to find they'd already been done. So all I had to do was get it all out of the box, top up the fluid. I put this transparent hydraulic fluid I've got, and the stuff that's in it already is red, but it's all the same hydraulic fluid, I guess. So yeah, take it out of the box, top up the fluid, connect those two connectors, plug it in and press the power button. That's it. I don't know who did it. I don't know if the Japanese get it from America and then they set it up. I do not have a clue. But yeah, what a result. So I'm not even going to call that a job. I'm just going to say it's done. Signing off until the next time when I'll have the car going up on it. I've got to wait for the pinch block things that go on the pinch welds. The ones that you screw into place and leave on the car permanently. Red aluminium. So as soon as I've got those, I'll be able to use the blocks that come with the QuickJack. So yeah, next video will be this going up on the car. Until then, thank you for watching and listening. See you in the next one. Bye.
Hi, man.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some rays, you know.